Hello and welcome to the Super Bowl edition of the J&J Express Sports Beat. I'm your host, Brett Butler.
And I'm your host, Jeffrey Scher, and as usual, coming to you live from the Changing Times Ale House in East Northport, Long Island, home of the world-famous wings, and home of your Super Bowl Sunday, where they're going to have a big party. All 50 screens here are going to have the Super Bowl. They're going to have a free tailgating barbecue party from 3 to 6 p.m. on Super Bowl Sunday. And what can I say? There's a great place to watch the game. Just come on down.
Lots of fans.
Yeah, lots of fans. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over the last couple of games, the championship games that led up to the Super Bowl, some review of that. All you Jet fans out there, unfortunately, hey, you know, the train definitely stopped, but I got to say, Jets played well this year. You know, they surprised a lot of people. The game, obviously, if you didn't see it, Indianapolis won 30-17. Jets were up 17-6 in this game, you know. And
they gave it away.
Mr. Jet fan?
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Manning is a smart guy. You know, they showed him on the sideline, and he's looking at, you know, the pictures of the defense. You know, and they go over it and they make their adjustments. They show Sanchez on the sideline. He's got his hat on. He's just sitting there, not looking over anything. So, you know, that's the difference between winning and losing sometimes.
Yeah, Peyton Manning said that in preparation for this game, he looked back at 2005 Raven games. Rex Ryan, and he was looking back and he wanted to see what Rex Ryan and sort of similar to this game. He said, hey, Darrelle Revis was the main attraction for the Jets. Peyton Manning, what he did is he didn't try to force the ball down Darrelle Revis' way. He spread the ball around. Collier and Garcon, they both had big days, both caught over 100 yards catching for both of them. Hey, they had a great day, and you know, Peyton and Manning and company, they came back 17-6. They won 30-17. And Peyton Manning also 377 yards passing. He could have passed for 500 yards that game. I'm telling you.
Yeah, if he had a good first half, it's definitely possible. You know, he started with 2 sacks early and you know, 2 fumbles, and they were able to overcome that. So.
Yeah, and then you got the other game. You got New Orleans and the Vikings. I mean, what a game! But unfortunately, the Vikings they had 5 turnovers. You had 5 fumbles. Brett Favre at the end of regulation, he had the interception. They were trying to set up for the field goal. Let me tell you something. If you look at the stats of this game, the Vikings had over 475 yards total offense compared to New Orleans, who had 275 yards offense. You would think that the Vikings won by 30 points.
Yeah.
But in overtime, what happens? The Saints score, you know, they march down the field, they kick that field goal, 31-28. To them going to the Super Bowl, and now they're thinking that Favre might retire. But honestly, I'll tell you something. If I'm Brett Favre, I have to come back. I have to say, you know what? I cannot leave on that kind of game. I mean, throwing an interception at the end when you're that close to getting to the Super Bowl, I don't know, folks. I mean, so now you have it. You have Indianapolis going against the Saints in Miami in a week and a half from now. The spread now is New Orleans is getting 5.5 points. What's your thoughts on this, baby, Brett?
I like the Colts in this. Just, you know, seeing Peyton Manning, he's probably the best quarterback, if not, you know, of this time period, maybe ever. But, you know, he knows how to win a game. He could throw 5 interceptions like Favre and still have a chance in the end to win. It's just, you know, how he's creative. He could just march down the field and score a touchdown at will almost sometimes. You know, Darren Sharper is going to have a big game in the Saints defense if they want to win this game. You're going to have some picks. You're going to have to force some fumbles and just stop Peyton Manning from marching down the field.
Yeah, the secondary was non-existent against the Vikings in the last game. It was the front line that basically provided all the turnovers with the fumbles. Yeah. Also, I'm thinking here that the Saints are secondary is kind of suspect, and Peyton Manning's going to take advantage of that. He said to the Jets, let him blitz all day long, because when he knows they got one-on-one coverage, I mean, he's got 5 different receivers that he can throw to. You know, so Reggie Wayne is covered. So Dallas Clark is covered. You got Garcon. You got Dye. You got Collie. You got. I mean, you know, you're basically saying, please throw the ball. You know, please. You know, and Peyton Manning is smart enough to know. I mean, 2 minutes left in the game. He's looking over film still. You know, and they're up 30-17, and he's still learning the game. He's still preparing. He's still going forward. I mean, I like Indianapolis in this game based on the experience. I think Peyton Manning is going to go in there. I like laying the 5.5. I even like one of the things that I will mention here is I like a 2-team teaser, something that we usually don't mention here. Take a 2-team teaser. What that means is you got New Orleans is getting 5.5. You lower it by 6 points. Now you're Indianapolis. You're getting a half a point. The over/under is 56.5. I'd say move it down to 6 points. You got 50.5. Take the over in that game because I definitely see Indianapolis scoring 35 points here. And if anything is, if the Saints' explosive offense comes aboard, maybe they're going to score 20. So definitely, I think it's over 50.5. That two-team teaser. And I'll tell you something. I like this game. I think it's going to be an exciting game. I think it's going to be 60 minutes full of football. But I think Indianapolis is going to win the game outright, and they're definitely going to cover the spread.
Yeah, I'm looking at like a 35-28 score or something like that. High scoring from the beginning to the end. I look for the Saints to have any kind of chance. Pierre Thomas, Reggie Bush, they need to do something on the ground because they can't rely on Breeze the whole game.
No.
And their receivers. Colston didn't have a great game last week. Devery Henderson was their main receiver last week, and Breeze only threw for 197 yards around there last week. Even Sanchez threw for more yards.
That's right. Didn't have a great game against the Vikings, so we're going to see what happens. So.
And I'll take the AFC in the Pro Bowl too.
The Pro Bowl. This year it's the week before the Super Bowl. Usually it's the week after. We'll see what happens next year. So there you have it, folks. That's our Super Bowl show right here. I'm your host, Jeffrey Sher.
And I'm Brett Butler.
And as usual, coming to you live from the Changing Times Ale House in East Northport, Long Island, home of the world-famous wings, home of the world-famous Super Bowl party. Don't forget the tailgate party. I want to thank the owners of the Changing Times Ale House for letting us tape this show all season long. And I want to thank my host here, Brett Butler.
It's been fun.
For being my co-host for this season. Hopefully we'll see you next season. Who knows where we'll be, but we're looking forward to another season of the J&J Express Sports Beat. Until then, enjoy the Super Bowl, and we'll see you first week 2010.
See you next year.
Take care.